One of Disney Plus's biggest original genre-blending shows was so compelling that it spawned countless fan theories during its 9-episode run. With Disney holding the keys to some of pop culture's biggest franchises, it's no wonder that streaming shows for brands like Marvel and Star Wars have become fodder for fervent online and offline debates and speculation. For the most part, Disney Plus's original productions have fed into and even forever changed their respective franchises' timelines and narrative arcs, introducing new heroes, villains, and universe-changing lore. This was especially true when Disney Plus first started releasing shows under the Marvel Cinematic Universe banner. Nobody really knew what to expect. How much of an impact would these shows have on the franchise's primary timeline, and how would they change the characters' powers and backstories? As the first MCU show officially released on the platform, WandaVision had to lead by example, not only giving two of the MCU's most powerful heroes their deserved time in the spotlight but also offering a glimpse as to how much Marvel's Disney Plus shows may change the wider, soon-to-be multiverse. Given the miniseries' reality-bending premise, Vision's suspicious resurrection following the tragic events of Avengers, Infinity War, Wanda Maximoff's on-the-fritz powers, and decades of possible comic book source material, it's no wonder new fan theories popped up online week after week, especially following the nearly 2-year gap between Spider-Man: Far From Home's release in 2019 and WandaVision's debut in 2021. It was the dawn of a new era for the MCU, after all. Anything could happen next. Though many of the show's wildest fan theories never came true, Evan Peters' role was especially devious after his portrayal of X-Men's Quicksilver. WandaVision provided the best of both worlds, allowing fans to enjoy their rampant speculation and comic book deep dives while offering an emotionally complex, character-driven, superpowered story. Despite so many fan theories, WandaVision still delivered a mostly satisfying finale. A show like WandaVision could have easily been overwhelmed by the number of fan theories it spawned. It's difficult to recover when audiences become so invested in what could be that they end up being disappointed in what the show actually is. Thankfully, though, WandaVision provided a generally satisfying reveal and final episode. With Wanda's grief as the story's driving force rather than any nefarious behind-the-scenes villainy, WandaVision retained its emotional heart without falling back on over-the-top superhero spectacle. Of course, the finale did still include a magical fight between Wanda's maid family and Catherine Hahn's Agatha Harkness, as well as a confrontation between two versions of Vision. Still, even those battles were more grounded than the MCU's standard superhero fare. Vision versus Vision became a philosophical debate rather than a fist fight. The resolution of Wanda's duel with Agatha allowed her to free the trapped residents of Westview and gain full control of her powers for the first time. When a final episode provides such an emotionally satisfying, if still devastating, conclusion, comic book lore becomes inconsequential. WandaVision offered audiences an MCU experience unlike any that had come before. While the fan theories generated well-deserved hype for the show and created a genuine sense of community during a time of global isolation, WandaVision premiered in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. It was more than good enough to stand on its own, too. Some WandaVision fan theories have since come true. Though plenty of WandaVision theories never came true, some did, in the long run, become part of the MCU's continuity. Many believe that Marvel's Mephisto, the nefarious deal-maker and devil impersonator, was behind the Westview Hex and Wanda's out-of-control powers. While Mephisto had nothing directly to do with Wanda's TV-inspired prison, the villain was eventually name-dropped in WandaVision's sequel/spin-off, Agatha All Along, before the character himself made a surprise appearance in 2025's 6-episode miniseries Ironheart, played by the one and only Sacha Baron Cohen. However, Mephisto's long-awaited appearance had nothing on the Scarlet Witch's eventual turn to the dark side. During WandaVision, many believed that Wanda had created the Hex on purpose, either in service of Mephisto or for her own terrifying purposes. Instead, it was eventually revealed that the Hex's creation was almost an involuntary reaction to her grief, an unexpected outlet for her building powers and deep-seated trauma. Wanda wasn't evil in WandaVision, but she did become a full-on villain in WandaVision's movie sequel, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, going on a murderous, multiversal rampage in search of her lost sons. WandaVision proved that Marvel Studios could capably tell an emotional character story while keeping casual, comic book, and die-hard MCU fans invested week after week. The only other Marvel Cinematic Universe show that has come close to cultivating that same kind of fan-fueled frenzy is Loki, and fans really wanted Mephisto to be part of that, too.